Welcome back to LocoSkates channel. What do you think the most underrated part of your skate is? Could it be an insole maybe? There's not many insoles on the blading market, not by blading specific companies, but it's the part of the skate that's kind of so small but makes so much difference. I know that when I get a new pair of skates, the first thing I do is take the insole out and put my preferred insole in. So when this company contacted me, which is called Footbeds, quite excited to get hold of some of this stuff and have a go with it. They're more marketing at like skateboarding and snowboarding and stuff like that, so it's kind of like super legit. I guess there's some money behind it and the technology might actually work, but they contacted me as well, so they're not kind of anti-rollerblade or anything. Anyway, so they've got these insoles, which there's a range of them. So they do these ones called King Foam, which are just kind of a good foam you can put in the bottom of your skate. Ones which are King Foam orthotic, so that's like just a good foam but in a more shaped, just more shaped for your foot to fill in like the arch of your foot. And then the real winners are these ones which are called the Gamechangers. And the Gamechangers are the ones which you can custom heat mold to the shape of your foot. Now, I've had insoles made by a podiatrist before, and it's where you kind of go along to this person in like a clinical setting, and you put your foot in like a bunch of polystyrene and it molds to your foot, and then they send it off and they do all this analytics on your feet, where you're kind of walking across like sensor pads and they're filming you and the alignment and all this stuff. And that cost something just short of £300, I believe, at the time, just to get those insoles. Now these are 40 quid and you just heat mold them to the shape of your foot, and they're saying, well, yeah, this is like the solution for much cheaper. So let's give them a go on camera for the first time. I'm gonna put them in the oven and see what I think. I'm gonna heat mold them at the same time as a pair of liners, because I'm figuring that if I wanted to heat mold my liners anyway, the height that my foot sits in the liner is gonna be affected by the insole, of course. So the most accurate way is, yeah, do it at the same time as your liners, I guess. By the way, I've just painted these liners, it's just come off. By the way, our last video, which said put your intuition liners in the oven, it didn't say that. It said, here's me putting my intuition liners in the oven and everything was fine. Harry, who's filming, put his intuition liners in the oven after I filmed that video, on my advice, and shrunk them. So don't put your intuition liners in the oven. Well,
keep the J-bars on.
Without the J-bars, without the ankle part here, because we think that ankle part is what's keeping the like structural integrity of those liners. Anyway, paint all over me. Insoles in. See you in 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. I'll do one at a time. Always left foot first, if you've got an OCD, like me. Last time I did this, I used a big pair of like oven gloves to put them in, and everyone was like, why did you just do that with oven gloves?
Safety first.
Oh, I can feel the insoles like all soft under my feet. It's all warm. Ow! And I did just touch the eyelet, so watch out for that. Okay, my footprint insoles are in and my feet are warm and cozy, and I'm just going to wait until they cool down, and I'm going to try and keep as much weight on them as possible, I guess. Just see if I can bounce up and down a bit, I don't know, and then I'll pick up in a bit. Okay, so they've just about cooled down, I think. I kept standing the whole time and put my feet in different positions just to make sure I covered all bases, you know, and I was putting pressure on in the right places. I had a little skate on them even as they were cooling down. Just thought that would be best. And yeah, they feel totally great. I mean, I can feel they've moulded around the arch of my foot and they're supporting me there. And I think moreover, they just feel really shock absorbing. And I think, I mean, obviously because it's a nice foam, they're shock absorbing, but also if you think that when you mould something around your foot, it's touching all parts of your foot, so yeah, it's going to absorb shock much more than if there's a gap left here and your foot has this chance to like elongate. Skates feel great, by the way. You can see it's like it's done this thing where it's shaped that way. It's almost like a bit twisted. I guess I do have like pronating feet as well. I've got really weird feet. I've had like this ongoing knee injury forever, so my foot is all skew if I've been skating. That's my natural side forever, so all my tendons are longer in that side than the other side. So yeah, I think like orthotics insoles are a really good idea for anyone skating, especially if you've been skating for a really long time. And I think how much of a battering your knees and your alignment and everything's taken, and how out of line your feet are. So those are called footprint insoles, and these are the Gamechanger version. I would recommend. You can see them on LocoSkates.